Another volunteer. Great. Here you can make a difference. I know you are trying to find out something about Laertes. Stop gawking and do something useful. Talk to the locals. There's always someone needing help.
I'm sure some of them would be happy to help.
Greetings, Defender of Aelion. May your skies forever be clear. Laertes? Of course I remember him. Don't forget someone like that. He saved my life, not just mine. My whole platoon. Sorry, not in the mood to tell stories now. My nephew went to Settleton to scout the area, have a look around. He should have already been back by now, but something must have gone wrong. I'm a little worried about him. Can you help?
A short time ago, people here lived peaceful and happy lives. We must clear our land of these filthy man-tides.
I can't thank you enough. I am so happy to have met you. My nephew came back to me in one piece from that awful place. What would you like to know? I'm not leaving this spot until I tell you everything. I knew Laertes even before he became a god. He's from around here, you know. What can I say? He was sulky and unfriendly, but he never refused help to anyone. Once an immortal, he jumped into monster hunting, showing no mercy to his enemies. Shame we parted so soon. Now, I'm afraid I don't know where he is. I haven't the slightest idea what happened to him. Let me think. Maybe Hermit Marius could help. He used to be one of Laertes' adepts. His hermitage is in the ruins, not too far from here. Like the Hermit is here. He's probably in the Lanber catacombs. He goes there all the time. I don't know what he finds so interesting about that place.
Please, help me!
I can't stop hearing their screaming in my head.
Rockfall! Look out! Center of the hall that dates back to Eli's reign. The great god used it to transfer part of his power to his immortal guardians. You need to touch the altar.
It looks like we can use the altar. Look, something about it is attracting the Azrag. Be careful. I guess this is where the creatures came from. Be careful. There could be more up ahead.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I didn't expect to find anyone in this godforsaken place. Who are you? And what is it exactly brings you here? You may call me Marius. I am studying the great legacy of Eli. It is very fortunate for me that you are here now. Some man-tides have settled down in the area of late. Let me tell you, I was barely able to hide from them. But now I can finally get out of here. But I can see a question in your eyes. How can a humble hermit help you? Laertes. Oh, few are left who remember that name now. But he spilled blood for our lands. I am one of the few who served him faithfully for many and many a year, oh yes. Laertes kept to himself. Not many were able to find common ground with him. He was a natural-born warrior and avoided friendly get-togethers. His favorite pastime was spending his days tracking down dangerous monsters. Laertes, he always hunted alone. One foul day, he simply disappeared without a trace. The few people that cared for him searched everywhere, but it was in vain. Well, the affairs of the gods are beyond our understanding. Shortly before he disappeared, Laertes surprised everyone by refusing to become a guardian. They say that other gods were offended by this. Oh, but listen to me prattling on. What am I saying? Perhaps it's not the time yet. I shouldn't be the one to tell you about this. Forgive me for confusing you with my babble. I'm afraid it's time for me to go. It's become too dangerous here in the ruins. I'm going to seek shelter at the Carrion Monastery. If you need me again, you can find me there.
Have you learned anything new about Laertes? I'm headed to the Divine Observatory. Let's meet there.
How goes it? I've been to Lanber Chasm, looked all over the whole area, but found no trace of Laertes there. What? Laertes didn't want to become a guardian? He was a strange one. Oh, not much really. Some old fairy tales. Remember the legend of the frozen kraken? That's what it's about. Just imagine the power needed to freeze a huge chunk of the sea and keep it that way for so long. Well, at any rate, when it seems like the gods are losing, some ancient powers come to their aid. But what are those powers? Why and how do they come to the gods? I have no idea. The Guardians are very important. You know what? Harita probably knows more about them than we do.
The stories of your many feats have been reaching me from all the corners of Aelion. It's good to know that so many are willing to trust you with their lives. It's too early for you to know about that. Only those who have consistently proven their devotion to protecting Aelion are thus allowed to be privy to this hidden knowledge. Arm yourself with wisdom and patience. If you continue performing deeds for the glory of Aelion, then all will be clear to you in time.
That's good to know. Yes, feats. By the way, you can also talk to Asterius. Maybe he knows more? Unfortunately, I can't go with you at the moment. There's something I need to finish first. Let's talk later.
Have you seen the latest news? They say that...
Hail and well met, friend. Been a while since you honored these walls with the cheer that comes with your presence. Tell me, what brings you here on this fine, wonderful day? Oh, well now, I see it's time for you to hear this winding tale full of mystery and speculation. You already know that invasions on the jewel that is Aelion have been happening again and again since the earliest twinkling of time. The great god Eli was able to fight them off for many years, and the planet was indeed safe. But then one day, Eli vanished. Yes, dark times followed his disappearance. The gods warred with one another, and then another invasion befell the planet. Who knows what would have become of this world if it weren't for luminaries, powerful spirits that came to our aid. Have some respect for the storyteller. That was the first occasion when the gods became the Guardians. They came into great powers, albeit short-lived. But that thankfully proved enough to defeat the strongest enemy that Aelion had ever faced in its history. Even I, myself, do not have a complete knowledge of their origin, although I can make a sound guess or two. But we can continue our discussion about this and everything else related to the Guardian's history at a later time, if that's all right, when you get more knowledgeable.